Hello, family. What's up? Hold on. Make sure it's on right quick. All right, we good. We good. Smooth family was good. I hope y'all doing good today. We appreciate y'all coming through. We appreciate y'all for last week. Um, yeah. Before we get into, it, we're gonna wait a little bit for we get started. But how y'all doing though? How y'all feeling? What's up, Katie? But yeah,
Is the sound all right? Can you hear us,
yeah.
kid?
Can you hear us? We want to make sure everything good before we really get started for real. What's up, everybody else is joining? We're gonna get started in a minute. By the way, for those of y'all that's already in here, appreciate y'all for voting, for the Sierra dance competition that I'm a part of. Continue to vote because that's still going. Your boy made it from the top 20 to now the top 15, and that's still going. So every, vote counts and every vote matters. And I appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. Um, I think he's gonna put the link in there, so be sure to check that out. But what's good, Smooth Family? It's your boy Be Smooth. If you can't be smooth, then you gotta move. And this is Smooth Talk. So for today, we're gonna be talking about a stranger will celebrate you more than your family and friends do. Which I know some people, I know everybody has experienced this before. So ain't nothing new to anybody. If you haven't experienced it, I hope you don't, but 9 times out of 10 you will. That's just the reality of it. That's just how the world is. But yeah, before we, really get into that for real, like what does that mean to you? And that's I'm asking everybody that. So, put in the comments what that mean to you. I'm gonna wait till he finished doing that. Um, and then I give my answer. But I want to see where some of y'all think about that. What does that mean to you? A stranger will celebrate you more than your friends and family do. What does that mean? Y'all let me know because I'm curious to see what y'all think about this. To get y'all, insight and opinion on it.
Now, what was that?
I said, what does that mean to you?
Repeat it.
So a stranger will celebrate you more than your family and friends do. So what does that to you? What does it mean to you?
Because sometimes family be jealous for it. They don't want to see you. They don't want to see somebody make it or take a step further than them. And it's sad that people on the outside will celebrate you quicker than your family and friends will. And you will always think that they will always be there for you, but a lot of time it's not. And you look at it like, y'all, come on, please now.
Mm-hmm.
Why you hating on me?
Right. Yeah.
But just as soon as you make it though, they be right there by your side.
Yeah. Oh, I knew you could make it, and this and the third, but you was just either praying on my downfall or you just didn't support me whatsoever.
Yeah.
So to me, what it means to me, like you said, jealousy or they own flaws or whatever the case may be, and they feel like they're not getting somewhere in life, so they feel like they got to project that onto you and bring you down, which is sad to see. Because you would think, this is my family or this is my friend, especially family. You would think, oh, you won't do that to me, but it happens, which is crazy, but it does happen. And you kind of somewhat answered it a little bit, but why do you think that is? Like, as to why, you know, they will pretty much project on you or try to knock you down, but you would get support completely fast from a stranger more than your family or friend.
Jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy.
Yeah, I agree. Because jealousy, it's it's a how can I say this? It's a thief of joy, honestly. When you jealous of somebody, you ever notice like how quick your day could be going just amazing or whatever. And say if you envy somebody or you jealous of them, your joy is going like that, which is wild, but it happens. Kitty said strangers get more excited to see you win. Family likes to knock you down, thinking that they're humbling you. They don't want you to feel good about goals you've met. Yeah, that much is true. And I kind of want to talk about that a little bit about like humbling you, or like we discussed, last week when he said, they'll be quick to hit you with that. Don't forget where you came from. And I know you experienced that a lot, which I hate hearing that because like I'm not forgetting where I came from.
You never forget where you come from.
Yeah.
I don't care how people express that. You would never, ever, ever forget where you come from. It'll always be here. You never forget. Just because someone may move out of the neighborhood, they hadn't forgot where they come from. They just tired of being in that same neighborhood that don't nobody want to make no change.
Yeah.
When people are trying to change the neighborhood, a lot of people won't get behind it because they want the neighborhood to stay the same. So if you want the neighborhood to stay the same, then you'll never forget where you come from anyway because you want to stay the same. Most people can move away and come back. They come visit throughout the year, but come back 10 years later and the neighborhood is still the same.
Or they pour into their community where they came from, just wherever they located at now. What's up, RJ? He said, feel that. Yeah, man. It's sad to see that, because you can, like you said, you can move away, but the community will still be the same. And people feel like once you trying to do good, for your community or whatever, you got some people that be like, you think you better than us. Or they hit you with that, why you not contributing to this and the third? And it's like, I was, but nobody was supporting it like that. So why would I? Which is wild.
And everybody, you can go vote. That's the link right there.
Yeah.
To the contest in with Sierra. That's the link. It is in the chat. So
make sure you click that.
Or go to his page. It's on his page.
Yeah. But a point I want to bring up is it's going to hurt. Trust me. It will hurt. But look at it as, you finally see the real them. Now, I'm not saying they can't change, but even if they do, you still have to be careful with that because they can easily play that role like, yeah, I'll change, I'm not that way no more. And then as soon as they get that opportunity, they'll just stab you in the back. Kitty said, that is why I'm not very close with family, no matter good or bad. They always had something to say. Yeah. And like I said, which I still need to post that video on here, but like I said in the video before, it don't matter whether you're doing good, bad, healthy, sick, dead, or alive. They gonna talk about you regardless. Family, friends, or even people that don't even know you. But in this specific topic, family and friends, like it's very sad. It's sad to see that, because you thinking like, oh, this is my brother, or this is my cousin, or mom, dad, whatever the case may be. You thinking like, all right, they got me, they gonna support me in what I'm doing, and then they shut it down real quick.
And then you look at it, it be jealousy, and then also be a comparison. They're trying to compare their life to your life, and your life might be a step ahead while they're still here. If you're not satisfied where you're at in your life, then that decision becomes yours. It's not nobody else. Can't nobody change your life. They can give you an opportunity to change your life, but can't nobody change your life. It's up to you to want to step out and be different and to progress further into your life.
Now, you have to understand that you can't take everybody with you. As much as we love our friends, we love our family, you can't take everyone with you. You can't give them all the same opportunity, because like I said, they're gonna talk regardless, but you be wanting to give them the same opportunities that you have been given or whatever. But then it's like if something happens, that's gonna fall back on you. And they're gonna be like, well, I mean, you brought them, so we holding you accountable because you brought them over here. You knew who, how they were and all this stuff. And some people, I ain't saying everybody is like this, but some of them they want that opportunity just so they can mess your life up more or be on the same level as them. So that way you don't have the opportunity no more. And a lot of people don't think that it is real. That does happen.
Mm-hmm.
They would sabotage whatever you got going on just so you can, be on the same level as them.
And it's crazy that they'll sabotage you. But because even like reading in my notes, you got the expectations, then you got surprise. A family may expect your success while strangers are inspired. A lot of times strangers support you like that because they're inspired by you, which we would think some of our family members would be inspired by what we do, or sometimes even what we say. But it's not always the case. And a lot of times they would get mad and then they would say some stuff and then expect people to be inspired by what they said, but then they mad because no one is inspired by what they said.
Which that ties into what, another point I was gonna bring up, when he said being inspired, which is, what you're doing could be motivating a stranger as to why they celebrate you more. Cause they can relate to you. They either probably going through the same thing or they probably got the same goals or, some way, shape, or form, they might not have the same goals or whatever, but what you're doing is like motivating them as to why they would celebrate you more and they'll like pour into you and watch what you're doing and they watch your journey because they like, well, man, you're just like me. So why not? Why wouldn't I continue to watch you if you going through the same thing as I'm going through? I met many people like that. But a question I want to ask you, have you ever been, well, this is for everyone, have y'all ever had somebody that try to sabotage whatever it is, the opportunity that you've given them or try to sabotage you in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, that's why I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you're family or friend. I will not fool with you. I will not.
Yeah.
I don't personally, I don't care. If you're trying to sabotage me and I'm trying to do something better to better my life and my family life and my kids' life, I'm not gonna fool with you. Y'all may think different than what you say because a lot of y'all use the line, blood is thicker than water. Sometimes that ain't the case. Sometimes that ain't true. Sometimes blood ain't thicker than water.
Me
I get the metaphor of what that is saying, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes family can be your worst enemy.
Yeah.
And when a stranger come along and want you to do even better than them as a stranger.
They don't even know you like that from
You ever notice you see some stranger say, boy, man or woman, I see all this potential in you, but your own family can't even see it. Your own friends can't even see it. But a total stranger can see the potential that's in you. They see it. They just ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They see the vision that you have. They just not gonna tell you that. They don't want to admit to it because that pride and that ego, and it's very. It can be discouraging. It can be depressing in so many ways. But me personally, yeah, I've experienced that before where, somebody tried to sabotage me or they succeeded. But at the same time, you have to get back up and continue to do what you're doing, especially if you've been fighting for something for so long. Yeah, you can't just stop where you at, bro. You have to keep going. It's gonna get hard, trust me. And you have to understand like what comes with whatever it is you're doing or just in general in life. Because that's just how it is. You gonna face things like that. You're gonna have people that's gonna be fake. You're gonna have friends, family, whoever is gonna try to sabotage you. That's just the way the world is. I don't like the fact that it's like that, but that's just the way it is. That's the reality of it. We live in that time period now to where that's normal. It's so bad to the point you got people out here that will intentionally try to. I ain't trying to scare nobody, but they will intentionally try to unalive you just because they feel threatened by what you're doing.
But I like the song, that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
It will never be the same.
Yeah. Times is changing every day.
You know, we're in the world of social media now and technology. Social media, when you look at it, sometimes social media can be horrible. It can be a disappointment. It can be a hurtful thing because they would take stuff and they would degrade you on social media. Sometimes it be people that you know. Sometimes it's not people that you know. And here's the other thing. Sometimes it is people and family that you know. They just on social media with a fake page, so they can say what they really want to say to you, and not be known or seen because of that. I see it all the time. Now, if you ain't got no tough skin, I would advise anybody not to get on social media. As, like I say, sometimes in the in the world, period, as leaders or even pastors and stuff like that, if your skin is not tough, you are not cut out to be no leader. You're not cut out to be no pastor. You're not cut out to be a motivation speaker. You're not cut out to be anything inside a civil rights movement or anything. You are not cut out for that because you gotta have tough skin. Your skin got to be tough that you can withstand all the talk and all the negative talk that comes along with it. When you look at it, even though they have their moments when they get home and let their hair down, as they say, that's when they don't tell the world how they're feeling. They go home and tell their wives that they're married or their brother that's close to them. They tell them how they're really feeling because they're not going to come on social media and tell you how they're really feeling because they are hurt from what they've seen or what they read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, you got some people that will keep it real with you and they will do it on social media, but 9 times out of 10, everybody not doing that.
Yeah, social media is a double-edged sword. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword. It cuts.
Mm-hmm. Deep, boy.
Yeah, it cuts deep. And so you gotta have a strong mentality and you gotta have tough skin. You just have to.
Yeah. It makes you stronger in character development. And, you know, for people that are trying to be leaders and things of that nature, you know, don't get in your pride or your ego or your feelings, you know, because you will have people that will like question you and test you on whatever it is that you're talking about. That's just that's just natural. That's just how it is. Like you take, you know, us for example, you know, being motivational speakers. Now I ain't saying we know everything because we don't. But at the same time, it do be times where people, you know, question that and they will ask us, and we'll tell you straight up, we don't know, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you and give you a fake answer. If I don't know, I'll tell you. I don't know.
I genuinely don't know.
You just gave me something to go look up.
But it's just how it is. You ever notice like you build a real close bond and relationship with people that's not even your family?
Mm-hmm.
Some people might say it's weird, but it's not technically weird though. RJ said we only know what we know. Facts. I only know what I know. I'm open minded. I'm willing to learn. Now, mind you, there's some people you can't learn, you know, listen to everything they're talking about because they may not A, know what they're talking about, or B, they just rambling. But yeah, back to what I was saying. It's wild how you can build a real close bond and relationship with people that you just now meeting or whatever. For example, you know, I know RJ, I know Woody, EJ, Cam, the list goes on. But them are like brothers to me in a way, just because of conversations we had and things of that nature. And we see how much we was like similar. And you know, we support each other. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, I got cousins and stuff that I support. You know, we real close and things of that nature. But or you know, my own blood siblings. Kitty said the closest bond I have are with people that are not my family. That happens a lot. Believe it or not, that happens a lot.
and to even add on with that, what Kitty just said, it's focused on those who support you, regardless of where they come from. If family don't support you, don't worry about it. Stop focusing so much on family as for support.
Right.
I heard this a long time ago from Steve Harvey, and I heard it from many other people, including some pastors that I know personally, and that I just heard, just listened to them. We focus so much on trying to get our family to support us that we miss the people that are really trying to support us. And we focus so much on family wanting to support us that we miss the people that are trying to support us, that are really trying to support us. Meaning, you so tied up in trying to get your family to support you, the people that's over here that you don't even know, a complete stranger, may have the money or may know somebody that can help you get jump started and get to where you're going, but you miss them because you're not paying attention to them. You're paying attention to them.
Because I get it, I understand it. You want your family to support you so bad, and I ain't gonna say a lot of people want validation from their family. Some do, but you have to let that go. It's gonna be hard, trust me. It is going to be hard. It ain't gonna be easy. If they don't support you and they act in a certain way towards you, cut them off. You can still love them from a distance and continue what you're doing, but you're gonna have to cut them off. Because you missing everything that's going on over here because, like you said, you stuck over here worrying about them.
I'm gonna split the room right here. This may hurt a lot of feelings too. Your own race don't even support you like they say they could.
Boy, that much.
Always talking about we need to stick together. We need to come and pull together. But when it's time to pull together, we can't find it. But you go support somebody else that you ain't even know.
And keep in mind, their prices may be way higher than twice as higher than what you doing.
Some people will support celebrities that you don't even know more than you support somebody that you know personally.
That live next door to you.
They don't even know you, but you support them, but you know that person. You do all this for a celebrity with all this big support. If a celebrity get on here right now, if a celebrity was to pop up on here and jump on this live and say, look, I need for 100 of y'all to go in here and go support such and such page. 100 of y'all, 9 of y'all, between 75 and 80% will go support that. But that celebrity says support the person that you're watching right now. Most of out of 100%, you might get 10. Yeah. I don't know why it's like that. But it's I don't know why so much is hate in the inside of families and friends, whether you know it or not. It is.
And even if you like starting a business or whatever it is you're doing, mainly in this scenario, starting a business, they hit you with this right here. And let me get half price off, let me get a deal or something, let me get free. Just because they know you. And I get it, you're gonna be, some people they be generous, but at the same time, it's like, bro, that's your business at the end of the day. If you can't respect that, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, for example, because this happens. For example, I use my dad as an example. Now, keep in mind, I sell merch, I got a book and all this other stuff. Now, me personally, I don't mind giving it to him for free and all this stuff. But at the same time, he was like, no, that's your business. I'm going to pour into it and support it. And he buys it full price. Now, yeah, I can give it to him either for free, half price, whatever. But at the same time, he looking at it like, no, that's your business.
And that is his business. Just like his sister Shonda. That Lovable Sweets. Y'all go check it out. Lovable Sweets. If I get her to make something for me, whatever price she give me, that's what I pay. Whether she give me a deal or not, that's what I pay. Because that's her business. I understand that is her business.
But you got some family or friends or whatever that be like, man, he ain't want to give me no deal. He ain't want to give me half price, blah, blah, give it to him for free, man. Don't mess with him. Why you do that?
Yeah.
Why you do that? Because you ain't get it for free.
Go ask Jordan to give you a deal on those Jordans. I guarantee you ain't getting no deal if they already on sale.
Let's see what I said.
And it's something that you pay full price for.
But as soon as they start their business, they be quick at saying, nah, you gotta pay full price.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you the same energy you gave to me. So now when it's back on you, you feel some type of way about it. Put that one comment up.
This
Yeah, that one. Katie said, my friends show and tell me things about me that I don't even see / feel myself. Yeah. You got to surround yourself with people like that. That will hold you accountable, that will push you to be great. Even at the times where you can't even push your own self to be great. You need those type of people in your life. Yeah, you're going to have family to do it. You're going to have friends to do it. Or you might have a complete stranger. Now, like I said, for some people, they got to know how to put that pride and their ego aside. You know, because I've had it myself where I had somebody I don't even know like that check me. I ain't get mad. You know, of course I'm going to feel some type of way because that's just how it is. But I ain't get mad. I had to sit back and think, like, you know what? They right. Let me reevaluate. Let me go change some stuff around or whatever. Go ahead. He said, I never ask for handouts, deals from people I support, regardless of what relationship I have with them. Support doesn't have a discounted price tag. Yeah. I know some people not gonna like this, but if you married or in a relationship, it can be, you know, because it still falls in the family category too. But it can be your own husband or wife that won't support you. Believe it or not, that does happen. Boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever. It does happen. Oh man.
now to help you deal with a lot of the reality of people that won't support you, to help deal with that, you focus on the one that support you.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of where they come from. They come from California, come from New York. You focus on those people. I remember when we went to Free Smith sickle cell event down in Raleigh that time. And Dominique came all the way from Chicago.
Yeah, she came from Chicago
to support him. All the way from Chicago.
Keep in mind, we knew of her. We had conversations, you know, here and there, but I didn't know her like the way I know her now.
Yeah.
I didn't know her like that. But she came all the way from Chicago to support not only me, but, you know, the pre and the sickle cell community and all that, which that meant a lot to all of us. You don't know us like that. Like, you know of us, but you don't know us like how you know us now. So that was like very interesting to me. And that does happen. You will have people that will do that. So you got to pay attention to them.
Yeah, and the people that we do know, they a lot of those support us. A lot of those support us. I mean, not just support. I mean, they support and they so into us.
Mm-hmm. It's to the point to where, you know, obviously, if us talking about y'all that got, you know, business or whatever it is that y'all, you know, starting up, it's to the point to where it's transferring from not them only supporting us, but they also supporting y'all too. So you see how that works? It's a beautiful thing when you're not focused on, you know, the wrong people that don't support you. But a question that I have is there an element of comparison or unspoken rivalry within the family or friends? But yeah, within the family.
Let me read this first. Jealousy is an ugly animal, and God don't like ugly. Jealousy is ugly.
If you need me to repeat the question, I will.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I'll read that when you stay.
So I said, is there an element of comparison or unspoken rivalry within the family or friends?
Man, all the time. They always trying to doggone compare, like you said a little bit earlier, all the doggone time, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like this. I'm in competition with no one but my own self.
Yeah.
I'm in competition with myself that I can do certain things better, or I can do this better. I'm in competition with no one. Like my brother Will, we both detail. I'm not in competition with him.
Now, mind you, they might joke around and have like, cause there isn't such thing as friendly competition. That
Oh
does
yeah, we do
exist.
that now.
Now you can do that, but at the same time, they don't mean no harm by it. They, push each other to be great. But outside of that, they both like, I'm not in competition with you.
I'm not in competition with flawless detail. Alabama, North Carolina, check him out. William Nash Jr. Go check him out. But I'm not in competition with no one. For what? I see a lot of people out here that can out detail me.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a lot of people out here that I can out detail.
Yeah.
So why am I going to compare myself and be in competition with them for? If you say you better than me, fine. I'm not finna sit here or even argue with you. Okay, that's you just better than me. Okay, fine.
Like comparison is a thief of joy. Cause then once you start doing that, your whole mind switch up. Now you either watching their page mad heavy and you start to compare your life and your accomplishments to theirs. What they got is better than you, or whatever the case may be. You start to do that, and it start killing your joy slowly over time to where you don't even know who you are anymore.
Mm.
So you gotta be careful with that because it will bother you.
Here I am. I'm mad over something that has no sense of me being mad over for. There he is right there. There he is right there.
What's up, huh?
We've met. Flawless details. Y'all in the Union, Anson, Stanley, Mecklenburg County, surrounding county. Let's put it like that. Go check him out. Hit him up. Flawless details. He's on Facebook. Y'all check him out. Me and him is never in competition. Boy, I tell you, when we do get together, it's more laughter and fun than it is when we detail. That's what makes detail even better when we together. We laughing and joking.
Yeah.
Man, some of y'all can't even. Yeah, some of y'all can't even get along together.
It's
And one thing about it, don't take it personal when family and friends don't show up.
boy.
Don't take it personal.
Yeah. Now, the kid or like the teenage version of me used to worry about that. But then as I got older and I started, become more aware and start to understand and, articulate how I feel and all that stuff, then I was like, I don't know what I'm worrying about it for. I mean, it is what it is. I I appreciate the ones that did show up. For the ones that do show up, cool. If you couldn't show up, whether circumstances or whatever, I understand that. But if you're aware of it and you doing something completely different, that's on you. I can't force you to come support or whatever. I can't do that. Nor will I like stress too much about it. I will keep it in mind, but I appreciate the ones that are there that do support because it goes a long way with me.
Yeah. Kids said the only competition is myself. People like to make me their competition. I don't even know why.
It happens. It's a
It
natural
happens.
thing that happens by itself. He said industry created the idea of competition because they are terrified of the idea of cooperation.
Yeah.
Mm.
And a lot of people fall right into that wave, right into it.
Yeah. Like, take me for example. I'm a dancer. Okay. I'm only in competition with myself. Yes, I have friendly competition. Y'all might see, my boy Extra. Some of y'all know him as Tyler, but his name is Extra on here. But me and him joke around and all that stuff. I know that there's better dancers than me out here, whether older or younger than me, because there's kids out here that can body me. I'm aware of that, but at the same time, I don't let that like get in my head. I'm not going to sit here and compare myself to you. If I'll look at it like, well, shoot, that's just pushing me. That just make me want to go harder and be a better version of myself. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, dang, bro, I'm low-key hating on you for real. Now, if I do joke around like that, then that's just jokes. But at the same time, you just gotta be careful with that too. RJ said maybe it's the attitude of yours. Yeah. He said, nah. But also, like, don't get it twisted though. Just as much as family or friends, do you dirty, whatever the case may be. There is strangers that would do the same thing that will have ill intent. So please be careful with that. Don't get it twisted. We ain't just sitting here saying that, a stranger will support you way more than family. We ain't saying that. It's just what we see and what we know, but they would do the same thing that a family member or a friend would do. So,
and in that spot right there, y'all hold on for this quick commercial.
we back, y'all. Welcome to the Smooth Talk Podcast. If you're new here, thank you for coming in. We're talking about a stranger will celebrate you more than your own family and friends will. So if you're new here, welcome to the Smooth Talk Podcast. But yeah, the next question I have is, do you think family only supports certain types of success they approve of?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, don't let it be something they want to do and you mess around and do it.
Boy.
Without even knowing that was their idea.
Yeah.
But you just had the same idea. They never said anything to you about it, but you had the same idea and you started it and pushed it, and it was successful. And then they would say, I had the same idea. And you'd be like, they'd be like, you stole my idea. How did I steal your idea if you never told me what your idea was?
Exactly.
Now, you're mad at me because I had the same thought and the same idea, and I put it into motion. You just kept it inside for the past 20 years. Now, but I only had it for 2 years, and I don't put it in motion. Now it's successful in 5 years.
Now, people can have the same ideas. The only way it's technically stealing or whatever is like if they told you, exactly what they were trying to do, and you took everything they said word for word, bar for bar, then all right, now it's stealing. But at the same time, like I try to tell people, I can have the same idea as you, but I can tweak it, make it something completely different, and the way I would execute it will be different from yours. I ain't saying it's gonna be better than yours. I'm just saying the way I want to do it is gonna be executed than how you want to do it. For example, let's say if me and him was a dance battle right now, we do the same move. I could add something completely different, just like he can add something different. The way we both will execute it will be completely different, different reactions. If that makes sense. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, it is. I do feel like they do support like certain type of success that they approve of.
Kid, that is so true.
They do. And certain family members that
they want you to kiss their behind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But let you make it.
And what
they would be so quick to be everywhere you are at.
I'm glad you said that, Kitty, because I was about to point this out. Favoritism does play a role in it. That does play a role in it. Whether you believe it or not, it does. It's you see it all the time. You got, somebody, I ain't saying you're gonna have favorite cousins, but you will see in your family or in your friend group or whatever who they support the most. You will see it. Or they'll try to compare you to, your own family member, or they hit you with that, why you can't be like such and such, or why you can't do it. They doing. I don't have the same goals and dreams that, this person got or whatever. I don't have that. I'm not trying to do what they do. I'm happy for them, but I'm not trying to do what they're doing. So why are you trying to put me in the same box as them? I never understood that. Which that goes into my next question. Like, have you ever had your own family members compare you to like one of your, other family members or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even though you can say to them all day long, I'm not like them. I am not trying to be like them. I'm not even trying to compare myself with them. Are you trying to be like such and such? No, no, I'm just trying to be like me. The day that you sit down and really accept who you really are as a person is the day that you really tap into a lot of stuff about your own self.
Mm-hmm.
We see it all the time on social media, TikTok, and everybody want to be like everybody else.
Just be
But
yourself.
and we were talking about last week. We were talking about some last week. But you don't want to face and go through what they may have went through. You just want to give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had put on Facebook, one of my Facebook posts. Everybody want to be in a relationship just like somebody else that you think is doing well, but you don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. They could be getting the hell beat out of them.
You don't know what they went through.
You
To
don't
get
know
to
what
that
they're going
position.
through. So you want to try to mimic your relationship of somebody else's relationship. Yeah, a lot of people look at these fairy tale stories on TV. Ooh, I want my marriage to be like that. Ooh, okay, that's TV though.
Which I may have a conversation about this on another episode. You got to be careful when you do speak that out into existence, because, like you said, you don't know what's going behind closed doors, and since you want to be like them, whatever's happened to them behind closed doors could be happening to you. But we'll talk about that on another episode. But depending on who it is in your family or your friends that's willing to listen to have this conversation or whatever, you're gonna have to have them uncomfortable conversations. You know, why you feel the way you feel towards me? You know, why are you jealous or why you don't support me? You know, ask some type of questions if they willing to have that conversation with you. If they not, leave it where it's at. You just got to leave it where it's at. Accept it for what it is, take it for what it is, drop it, move on with your life, wish them the best, and that's it. You can't do nothing about it. Now, if they're willing to have that conversation with you and y'all talk about it, cool. Then, you know, y'all relationship may be stronger or it may not, depending on how y'all end that conversation off. But you're going to have them uncomfortable conversations, which a lot of people don't like to do that or they don't know how to. If you don't, learn. If you don't want to, that's your decision. But shoot, even with us, it's a bunch of stuff me and him don't agree on. That's just what it is. But at the same time, I support him. He support me. That's how it's supposed to be. We're not going to agree on everything. We can agree to disagree, but we're not going to agree to everything, though. But
that's just like I don't agree with a lot of. I don't even agree with my mama say a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mama. I don't even get mad because I don't agree with it. We just don't agree. I don't agree with everything the pastor say. I don't agree with it. Well, a lot of motivational speakers say. I don't agree. People that try to pump you. I don't agree with a lot of stuff they say.
But you know it's wild though. Even when you disagree or don't agree with, you know, family, friends, or whoever, you know it's like it's a shift change between your relationship afterwards. Mm-hmm. Like all of a sudden they stop supporting you because you spoke your mind, or you know you don't agree with them, or things of that nature, or they'll try to compare you to somebody in their life or whatever, and be like, well, you acting like such and such or whatever. Or they just in general just start supporting whatever it is you're doing because you just spoke up. You ain't get disrespectful, you ain't get loud or nothing like that. You just wasn't agreeing with what they was talking about.
Yeah. And here's another thing. Don't expect support if you don't give support.
Yeah.
You cannot want somebody to support you if you're not even supporting. You can't want your friends and family to support you that if they're doing something, you don't even support them. But you can't expect support if you're not giving support. So if I go to support an event, a lot of times they support us. They come here and watch, or they come on like Brothers for Life. When they invited us when they did a Christmas event for the community, for the kids in the community.
Mm-hmm.
So we went there. because they want us to go live. We went live there, and because they support us, we support them.
Now, support can be many different aspects. You don't always got to go, over the top, doing a bunch of stuff to support a simple like, share, comment, stuff like that. It's still support. It don't necessarily have to be materialistic stuff or whatever, people consider as support.
Because you ain't gonna always have the money.
Right. But a lot of people get that confused. Or, like we said earlier with the whole comparison thing. For example, let's say somebody have an event, right? You go to that event and you support them by giving them, a gift or whatever. Next thing you know, let's say they have another one right around the corner. You go to that same one, a family member or a friend will try to outdo whatever you did, which is weird and it's wild to me because it's like, what you comparing for? I'm doing this out of love. You doing this for a completely different reason. That stuff does happen. It does happen.
Yeah. He just said, I love to have the uncomfortable conversations. At least you know how they feel. That's if they tell you. If they tell you. Uncomfortable conversation is a part of healthy communication. Yes, it is.
You gotta have.
Yes, it is.
I just said definitely facts. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But you have to have an uncomfortable.
A lot of times we don't like those uncomfortable conversations because that's where a lot of truth come out sometimes because they are uncomfortable, especially when you trying to share with someone what you may see in that person and the way they're the route and the way that they're heading down the road of destruction. So that's an uncomfortable conversation, and they may get mad. Let them get mad, but at least all that is off your hand. You just dust your hands off. You going by your business because you sit there and you really gave them some truth.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time. I told you, I said what I need to say. What you do from this point on, that's on you. I said what I need to say. That's off my heart. That's off my conscience. I ain't got to worry about it no more. But a question that I also have is: are they, struggling with their own unfulfilled dreams and projecting it onto you?
Mm-hmm. So they didn't make it. They didn't strive. They didn't make it. They don't want you to make it.
Yeah.
That's sad to say, but it's true. When you look at a lot of times people will sit there because they didn't make it.
Yeah, it's matter of fact, if any of y'all watch the 5 Heartbeats,
that's what I was getting ready to
say. But that's a perfect scene that illustrates what we're talking about because his own father was like, I ain't, obviously he cussed, but he was like, I ain't gonna be nothing, so you ain't gonna be nothing. You don't know how discouraging that is. What that can do, because that ties into my, somewhat next question and point, is what that can do to your mental health. Especially if it's coming from your own parent. Family, yeah, that's still gonna hurt. It's gonna bother you. Friends too, but from your own parent, that's gonna hit way different.
Yeah, it always hit different when you come from your parent, and it hit different too when it comes from somebody that you thought really loved you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna be nothing. What?
You're gonna be scarred.
See, I have learned over the years when people say stuff like that. I have learned over the years that I don't even let that affect me. I really don't. You can say all that kind of crazy stuff you want to. That don't affect me like that. Back then, you probably got a reaction out of me, but now I just be okay. I hear what you're saying. Okay, that's just your thought. That's your opinion. That ain't gonna be nothing. That's your thought and your opinion. That's not mine.
Don't let them talk down on you.
I don't pay attention. These negative people, I don't pay attention to these negative people. They can say all this stuff. When you're talking about something serious, like Kitty was saying, those uncomfortable conversations. When you're talking about some of that, and you're asking certain questions, and you're talking about certain things, a lot of times to keep them from answering, they start talking negative and talking down to you, trying to degrade you.
Getting loud, cussing
you out. It's all because they don't want to answer that question. I had those type of conversation before, and I said, you know what? They were laughing at me, talking about all this. I laughed right along with them. I said, but you still ain't answered my question. I need my question answered. You did all that because you didn't want to answer the question. Now answer the question.
When you get ready to ask like those specific questions, you know, them uncomfortable questions, watch their body language. Just watch it. Watch their facial expressions, all of that. You'll see how they really feel for real. They might not say it, you know, they might not vocally say it, but you can tell that energy and their facial expressions and how they move and whatever they doing, their mannerisms, or you be able to tell then, you be like, never mind, I got my answer now.
Oh, it changes.
It changes, yeah. They be like, what you mean? Don't worry about it, just know I got my answer. You didn't have to say nothing, I just got it. A point that I need to bring up is strangers see you for who you are in the present without the baggage of family history and past mistakes. Mind you, we all got flaws. Nobody is perfect. That shouldn't be your goal to be perfect. But a stranger, they see you for who you are. They don't see, you know, the family baggage and all this stuff, the history that you got with your family or whatever. Because like I said, people can change. That exists. But for some reason, you got your family or your friends that feel like, let's say somebody that went to jail or whatever. I'm just using that as an example. Somebody that went to jail, they get out and they do a whole 360 on their life and change it, you know, to something way better now. For some reason, they family or their friends would still think like they still who they was back then.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, bro, I'm not that person no more. You can't make them see that. Don't try to force them to see it. Leave them alone. Just leave them alone. But you have complete strangers that will support that and be like, I see what you're doing. I'm proud of you. I'm happy that you changed your life around. Because either they went through the same thing or they just support it. It's sad that it is like that. I hate that it's like that, but that's what it is. That's just how it is, bro.
Sad though, but you know that's the type of world we are living in now, more and more. That I'm only gonna support who I want to support. I'm only gonna do for whoever I want to do for. I'm gonna get on this side. I don't care if you make it or don't make it. That's where it has gone now, and it is so sad. They have become lovers of themselves.
Yeah.
Lovers of darkness, lovers of evil, lovers of just whatever that's negative. Negative. A lot of them are lovers of negative stuff. So if you ride a person that love to keep drama going, love to be in drama, then that says a lot about you yourself.
But as soon as something happened to you, man.
Then you want everybody to shut up if it happens to you. Yeah, I get it because drama sells. It sells. Mess sells. It always do. Hate sells. It does. And it will always make money. But when you're trying to do something positive, you don't want to be around that negative stuff, then that's when they look at you funny and want to hate on you. Okay, that's what you want to be. You stay in all that drama and all that mess. That's your decision. I don't want that. Me personally, I stay away from that kind of stuff. Because sooner or later, if you continue to hang around it,
you start doing the same.
You'll start doing the same thing. As they always say, and it's so true. Whether you want to believe it or not, if you hang around certain people that's doing all this messed up stuff, negative stuff, and talking down on people, being all this drama, sooner or later you're gonna start doing it.
Mm-hmm.
As they say, if you got 9, you hang around 9 broke people, you gonna be number 10.
Yeah. Now, before anybody answers this question, really think about it. Do you downplay your own achievements around your family, leading them to do the same?
Some do. I'm not going to do that. I know some people who have. They would downplay a lot of stuff. Yeah, my business, it's all right. Their business could be booming. Yeah, it's better getting by. It's doing so. you downplaying what you set out to do.
Yeah.
You know, you better be careful what you say sometimes, because you can say and downplay a lot of stuff that you got going on in your life, and you mess around, your business be going downhill. You can't, because you can speak negativity, and negativity can play a part in that. Then you start losing stuff, then you be wondering why. Well, you spoke it.
Yeah. Like I get, because trust me, I've dealt with this myself. I get to that point where I was trying to like stay humble, or I ain't trying to like do too much or whatever. And then I had to stop doing that because I was like, I'm not, being cocky or nothing like that. I'm just appreciating what I've done, what I worked so hard for. So I had to stop sitting there trying to like, downplaying myself by saying, it's doing all right, this and that third. I had to stop doing that because I'm thinking in my head, I'm just being humble by not, you know, saying too much about whatever it is I got going on. But in reality, I was hurting myself. So I had to stop it. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to appreciate what I'm doing. I'm going to speak positive over what I got going on. He said, I never will. They will talk regardless. Yeah.
That's something my brother always said before he passed away. He told me, he said, bro, he said, I don't care what you do, good or bad. If you've been bad and you turn around and start doing what's good, he said, when you die and they lower you into the ground, they're gonna bring up all the bad stuff that you've done, not looking at all the good that you've done before you left this world.
Yeah.
As they say many times, you got your birthday when you were born, and you got your death date. That dash is what tells the story. So I don't know what your dash gonna represent. It's gonna represent something good or bad.
Nobody's perfect, bro. We all got flaws. Nobody is perfect. We all mess up. We're human, bro. That's natural. But at the end of the day, you do have a decision. You have a choice. It depends on what you do, but yeah. So this next question is: are there cultural or generational differences that affect how your family expresses success and pride? You want me to repeat it one more time? Are there cultural or generational differences that affect how your family express success and pride?
Cultural, yeah. Generational, yes. You look at the generation now and versus my generation, even your generation now.
Mm-hmm.
This new generation, boy, new generation is something else for real.
Yeah. Because, culturally, I agree, but also generational, yeah, I agree also because, in your time period or even my time period, even though I ain't, that much older, but still, it's like, it's kids that's making money by doing, gaming or whatever it is. But you got either people, my generation or his generation, that frown upon that. I don't see why. 'Cause I'm like, shoot, yeah, you making money. Hey, I'm happy for you. But in a family sense, that does fall into play. That does happen. Because they looking at it like, well, I was working hard and this and that third to make my money, this and that. You gotta do the same thing I did. No, I don't. No, I don't. It's not that I'm doing it, trying to find an easy way out or whatever. Nah, it's just I'm doing something that I love and enjoy doing. Why can't you just be happy for me? I'm not out here, I hate that you had to do what you had to do, but at the same time, you paved the way for us to have the opportunities that we got to do this. Now we paving the way for the next generation, aka our cousins or whoever. So it's like, but a lot of family and friends don't see that vision. They don't have the same thought process as you do, so you're not gonna see it. But that does fall into play.
Times a little bit different now because the way social media is set up, the way the internet world is set up, you can make money off all this stuff. And a lot of young people have tapped into that.
Mm-hmm.
Not only just young people my age have tapped into that.
I've seen clips of this where this one guy, you know, he made money. He at least like 22, 23, somewhere around that age. And he was making money because he, you know, do gaming, and I think he got into real estate or something like that. But he mainly does gaming. And he had a video. It was him and his uncle and his dad. His uncle was happy for him. The dad felt some type of way because he looking at it like, well, he made way more money than he ever did. And he felt threatened by that.
Yep.
So he started talking down on his own son. And I'm just like, that is insane.
And it's crazy because when you look at it, it's two different generations. You may have to work, like you said a few minutes ago, you may have to work hard to get what you got. And your son didn't have to. Don't be mad at him once you find out what your son is doing.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that earlier today. Most people don't like change. So a lot of people, generation that's below me, they don't want to change. They want to keep everything the same. I don't want to learn this new stuff. I don't want to learn that technology. But it's technology. It's not going back to what y'all so used to. And that's the thing, we get so comfortable in what we are used to that when it do change, we don't want to change with the times.
It's getting to the point where it's forcing people now. You
It's
got no choice.
You see, every time you go do something now, you got to feel something out electronically.
You can't avoid it. That's just the way the world is.
Now, I was just watching, what store was I in yesterday? Food line. The food line. You ever notice they started putting more and more self-checkout?
RJ said, to evolve, we must adapt. Yeah, you got to adapt to it. Better be aware of what's going on. Switch up with the times, you know, get hip with, you know, the stuff that's going on. That could possibly make your life better. Whether you, my age, younger than me, his age, older than him, you never know what it can do if you just tap into it for real. I've seen people both about ages and older than him that's slowly tapping into this stuff, and they happier than they ever been.
Yep.
Because you never know where it could take you. But at the same time, they all had the same experience, you know. Either their family didn't support them, or they felt some type of way, or their friends, or boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever. That's just how it is. That's just life. That's just the world we live in. You know, you're gonna be hated on you regardless of what you do, bro. It ain't gonna matter. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
Nope, I wouldn't either.
Because at the end of the day, they not taking care of you.
At all.
You the only one that's gonna have to take care of yourself. So what you stressing over that for? Me personally, I don't be caring about it. And you'll notice that when you don't care about it or worry about it, they get mad even more. And they double down. Sometimes they back off, but sometimes they double down on it. I look at support on my end. It's just a different type of support. You may hate what I'm doing, you may feel some type of way about me, but you still watch me, and that's still an extra view.
Yeah.
So now if you reach that status to where, you know, however many views you get, it generates money. Look at it that way. If whoever I'm talking to, you know, so don't be too pressed about it. Don't worry too much about it. I get it. That's your family. That's your friend. Whoever. It's gonna hurt. I'm not saying it's not. It's going to hurt. But you heal from it. You move on. At the end of the day, this is the better of your life. This is for your future. They want to get left behind. Hey, that's them. Just where it's at. But man, I appreciate y'all coming through the real talk. He gonna be going live at 6. So y'all be sure to come through. Be sure to come through and check out his live. What you got coming up?
We'll be back at 6. I'll be on back at 6. And we're gonna be talking about why do we love the hell out of people when they die? It seems like we love people more after they pass than a lot of times when they're here. So we're gonna be talking about that. I still got to get with I got Kit Barrett. See when he be free. He's a single black father that's raising 3 girls. You know it's rough with a woman doing it. You know it's rough when a man doing it. The man has to adjust to a girl. The attitude when her money come on, all this stuff.
That's
The boyfriends and all that kind of stuff. So be doing that. We just got some stuff coming up.
But yeah,
Because we're trying to be a little different. And like I said, if I really wanted to, I would get on here and talk about some black power, talk about some racist stuff, talk about a whole bunch of drama and mess, and it would be different. The live would be different. But I don't want to do that, and we don't want to do that. We want to talk about. We do our best to talk about some real life stuff.
we gotta talk about
This is real life stuff.
Yeah, we talk about the things that either people already talk about or the things that people are afraid to talk about.
Yeah. We may not be the popping podcast, broadcast, whatever you want to call it. May not be the most popular one out there, but we do have people that listen, and we appreciate those. And we have people that support us. We appreciate those. We can never, ever take that for granted. We appreciate all of that. That's why we encourage people to say stuff in the chat if you don't mind, or even jump on if you want to, because when somebody replay it over, you never know what you say. You never know. It may help someone. You never know who's listening. You never know who's listening.
Yeah. So that's why we do it.
Yeah. So we on Facebook. We on YouTube. I got to get the thing for the hookup for the Instagram. We just trying to be different.
You never know who it can help. You never know who's watching.
You never know.
Yeah. But as far as what I got coming up, like I said, be sure y'all click that link, to continue voting. I made it to the top 15. Praying that, I make it. I will. But yeah, y'all continue to click that, continue to vote. Still got the dancing videos and all that other stuff. I'm transferring some of my videos from my other social media and bringing them over here. It's a lot that we working on, that we cooking up behind the scenes and things of that nature.
Or just go to his page and click on his page.
Which I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that in a minute. Repost it so that way y'all are aware, and you can click on it. That way you gotta do some scrolling and find it. But yeah, be sure to click on that.
And you can revote after 24 hours. So if you click 6 o'clock this evening, you have to wait till 6 o'clock tomorrow. You can vote many times. You just can't do it back to back vote many times.
Yeah, and some of the votes that are like free. Obviously, there's some that cost money, but majority of it is just like free.
Yeah.
But every vote counts. We appreciate the support, because there would be no us without you. Without y'all. My fault. Got tongue tied. But yeah, we truly appreciate it for real. It does mean a lot. So thank you.
You gotta get in touch with. Got to make sure Demetrius is free this week.
Yeah, because he's gonna be talking about sickle cell. Y'all got the male perspective from me, but we also want to get it from another, male as well. We've done it with the women, which we appreciate Shabrion and Pre for coming on doing that. But yeah, we're gonna have our AR the Prophet come on, also known as Demetrius, for some of y'all that don't know him by that name. So we're gonna have him come on, talk about sickle cell and what he got going on. Because hey, when it comes to rapping, bro got some skills, especially with the visuals and all that.
So you know anyone or have a loved one or friends and family members that have sickle cell,
Tell them to watch.
tell them to watch because we're gonna start doing stuff about sickle cell a little bit more as he get old and as a lot of the sickle cell warriors they're getting older. We're gonna start having stuff because it's a lot of people that are having children and they're born with sickle cell and really don't know what it is or what's going on.
Or they have, the trait like him and my mom, they have it, and it can still affect you. If you
Yeah,
have,
because I was aching today, but
they might not hurt as bad as we do, but they still hurt. So whether you have a trait or you know somebody with, somebody with sickle cell, hey, tune in, share it with them or have them watch it with you.
because if you're not going to a good specialist or a good doctor, you might
have a trait.
in some serious trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Because the key is taking care of yourself. And we would advise anybody that if you do know someone, ask them to tune in.
Because
Or y'all just have a group setting at home and just tune in and just listen to other people that have sickle cell dealing with different things. Now, all the Prophet, he's a rapper.
Yeah. Videographer, he does a lot.
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur for real.
Mm-hmm. The brother is doing many things along with many other people in the sickle cell community. But yeah, y'all tune in. Another reason why we tell you to tune in is because whether you know or not you have the sickle cell trait or the sickle cell disease, whichever one, and you plan on having kids, 9 times out of 10, that child may have it. And it may be way worse than how you got it. So that's another reason why we tell y'all, to watch and, get checked to see if you have sickle cell and all this stuff. Some people, they frown upon that and they get scared and, it's not something contagious. You have to be, born with it.
Born,
yeah, you have to be born with it. It's nothing contagious or anything like that. But we advise you to get checked out because you never know. It won't hurt to get, checked. And then that'll open your eyes to different things to where you start asking, your significant other, will they mind getting checked or do they have the trait or sickle cell or whatever? You never know. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Stay focused, stay positive, smile. You going live at 6. But as always, be smooth with it. We out.